Good morning, noon, or night. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV, Jet in the Valley. So, Jet in the Valley 2. This is the second channel. This is a question to love-based living individuals. Anybody, or even souled individuals. Anybody who has the capacity for love. If you have the capacity for love, then you're of love, and you're of God. You come from God, okay? Because God is love. So, why would anyone care about anything other than what God thinks about them? Okay, if God is love, if you have had the gift and the understanding that God is only good, God is love, God was Jesus. Jesus came here and showed the character of God, which is only good. Okay, many other religions and different things, they make God, they've created this God who's a destroyer and that's bad and who doesn't love everybody and only loves some people and all of these different things. Well, that is not the Most High, the true God, because God is love, okay, and He's only good. So if you come to this understanding that God is only good and only love, and it's us with our mind and our body in an animalistic, a fallen state that goes against love, okay, we are the ones with the problem, okay? God does not have the problem. We as humans have the problem. People project our less than perfect animalistic qualities onto God when that is 100% not true and not accurate. God is perfect love. We had an option to stay like that or to become animalistic in nature and separate from God. And we chose, just like little rebellious children, to separate ourselves, okay? So now we are in a less than perfect state. We're all suffering from separation anxiety, and most people don't even know it. If you love love and you understand love, you are having separation anxiety from your creator, your parent, the one who made you, okay? Many people express separation anxiety differently, okay? There's many symptoms. There's many ways that you can do it. And especially if there's something in your ear whispering things and trying to manipulate you into a path that leads you against love and against God, okay? So if you understand that God is only good, God is love, and God loves all of His children, okay? Even the ones that are not choosing to be of love at this given point in time, then why would you care what so-and-so down the street thinks of you? Or why would you care what this person thinks of you? Or why would you care what this group, this club, these members, why would you actually care what those people thought of you? Okay, because these are all just people. Okay, they're people that are with the mind and a body and emotions and logic that are animalistic in nature, that go against love and go against God. Okay, so we're supposed to care only what God thinks, and only, first and foremost, what is of love and God. We're supposed to love God above everything else, okay, and love other people as ourselves, right? We are totally capable. Once you have love, if you are a love-based living individual, you are totally capable of loving people that you don't like, okay? And it happens all the time. And I see it with people that aren't, they aren't even, they're not understanding this to this degree yet, okay? You'll see someone, you know, an example is someone who usually is kind of like derogatory toward a certain group of people, or they say these group of people do this and this group of people do that. Well, when someone's broken down on the side of the road and you stop to help them, that was the loving thing to do, regardless if you think this group of people does this and this group of people does that. You know what I mean? So love trumps all that other stuff, okay? Because our logic and our mind and our emotions get in the way, and they try to claim that they are correct and based in truth, when they usually are not. I'm not saying they never can be, but it's trying to take dominionship. Your mind and your body and the logic and emotions are trying to take dominionship over your spirit, life force, soul energy of love and want to dominate you. Are you being dominated by your mind and your body, being insane and being anxious and anxiety and worried, and you're in this mood today and then something happens and you're in this mood the next time, and you're jealous and you're envious and you have all these different things that are coming in and it's freaking owning you and it's ruling you and it's taken over your life, okay? And this is just the natural state of your mind and your body. Your mind and your body are animalistic and they go against love. Your mind and your body do not have your best interest in mind. They don't have the capability to have your best interest in mind. Your logic and your emotions and all that, they can't do it, okay? They're trying, okay? They think they own you. They think they are you. They think they can have dominionship over you. And that is what has happened with the nature of reality, okay? We are in a less than perfect state, okay? We are being puppeteered and controlled. See, we have love. We are of love. We have the spirit, life force, soul energy of love, which is the superpower. It's literally the superpower of the entirety of everything, okay? We were made in God's image. God is love and only good and only love, okay? And we have that in us. Yet, we are in this less than perfect condition, right? Where we have logic in these minds and these bodies, which are in animalistic form, okay? They're less than perfect, but they think they know everything, okay? We make fun of, not make fun, but we see little kids, 3-year-olds saying, I know that. You try and tell them something, you know they don't know it, but they're like, oh, I knew that already. Oh, yeah, I know that. I know that. It's like, that is the nature of our mind and our body, okay? It doesn't stop. When you get older, do you think you know everything? Even people who are masters at their craft, like, or their trade, they can still learn new stuff, you know what I mean? Oh, I know that. I know how that functions. This works like that, and that works like that. It's like, if you are functioning from just your mind and your body and your emotions and your logic, you are being dominated by a mortal, lesser, weaker system than love, which is God. It's like, I heard it was actually someone say it was like, it's like a mouse that's in control of a lion or something. It's like, it's not supposed to be that way. So our spirit, life force, energy of love is supposed to be leading and ruling and dominating and in charge. Okay, not dominating in a bad way, but having dominion, okay, over our mind and our body. Well, that's not what has happened. Now we're in this less than perfect state, and our mind and our body has dominion over our spirit, life force, energy of love, okay? And that is being corrected. That is being corrected because that it can't possibly stay that way, okay? So it's being corrected, and now there's enough people that are trying to explain what is happening. God is love and is the Most High. We are in a less than perfect nature. Our mind and our body are animalistic in nature and goes against love. Even though we are of love and we have it in us, we have to choose it. We have to use our free will to choose love over anti-love. And all this worldly systems are set up with the intention to keep you in this less than perfect, operating from your mind, body, logic, emotions state. And it's not hard to understand. People go to college for, they call it like commercial marketing and different things like that. And it's like, they go to college to learn how to manipulate people into buying their products, okay? That's the same way that the movies and media and all of these different things, they know how to use manipulation, mild and subtle manipulation, to encourage people to stay in their mind and their bodies, okay? To stay in their logic and this and the other, to reject love, Okay, these systems encourage the rejection of love by rewarding the opposite of love. It rewards greediness and selfishness and jealousy and envy. It rewards all of the things that are anti-love. So therefore, if you're rewarding these and you're not rewarding these, what's being encouraged? It's like people can't understand that the systems that are in place encourage anti-love. They don't encourage love, joy, peace, contentment, happiness, everything. They are functioning from a mortal, earthly, worldly state, okay, which is death, okay? The worldly, mortal systems die, okay? The love in eternal, everlasting spirit, life force, soul, energy is eternal and of love. So we are at a point in time where we have to use our free will to choose love and life, okay, to let it in and clean us up and push it out, and reject the anti-love of this worldly system. You're not going to fit in. It's like, you're not going to fit in. You can't fit in. You are of love. You were not meant to fit into the worldly systems. And if you do start to fit into the worldly systems, it is a problem, because you have then separated yourself from love. You've separated yourself from love in order to fit into a mortal, worldly, dying system. Okay? It's a trick and a trap. Okay? What we need to do as souled individuals is to use our free will to reject all of the death, the mortal, and the anti-love, and to choose love in life, in light, in joy, peace, contentment, happiness, kindness. Even though the repercussions of our actions are going to be there, okay? When you choose love in life, people are going to hate you, okay? Because that's the nature of crabs in a bucket, okay? If everybody's functioning from their mind and their body and their logic, right, and they have this little voice in there that's just beating them down all the time. You have to do this, and you have to do this, and if you forget this, and if you do that, and all this. If everybody's functioning like that, okay, they don't have joy, peace, contentment. They don't have peace, okay? These people don't have peace. And they see somebody who does have peace, and like, that person has peace and joy and contentment, okay? A huge portion of these people that don't have the peace are going to hate you because they want what you have. They want the joy and the peace, okay? Some people are going to hate you, and they don't even know why they hate you, okay? The second job I ever had, I served tables at a place in Lakewood, Ohio, a little restaurant. And there was this one girl I worked with, and I whistled while I worked. And she literally tried, like, while I was cleaning a table, and she literally tried to get me in trouble for whistling. Like, people intentionally try to get me in trouble all the time, my whole life, you know. And I've always been good at whatever jobs I've done. I was a surgical technician. I was in the United States military. I've served tables. I bartended. I fought. Everything that I've ever done, I have done the best that I could do at it. And people have hated me, okay, without cause. So if you love love, because I love love, okay, and I want joy and peace, contentment, I want life, I choose life, okay, a portion of people will hate you because they are haters. By your mind and your body is a hater because it's animalistic in nature. This is not to be offensive to people. This is to bring awareness to the nature of reality. Okay? People don't know that this is what's happening. You start to hate on someone. A huge portion of our natural response of our mind and our body when someone is doing something good, okay, someone is doing something of love, for love, okay, this thing comes in and wants to say, oh, they think they're so much better than everybody else, or they think this, that, and the other, or they think they're so good, and they're just trying to pretend to be good. This thing comes in that is anti-love and against love, okay? I'm not going to get into that all the way now, but we need to recognize that that is happening. It comes in and it does affect us. And it is a parasite of type. Okay, it's a type of parasite. And we need to reject the parasite. And we do that by using our free will to say, no, I actively choose love. That is not the loving response. There's this freaking parasite that's in there and wanting you to be rude and greedy and a hater and selfish and all of these things. And we use our free will to acknowledge that and say, no, I'm not doing that. I am going to choose a loving decision of love, for love, by love, and reject this little hater parasite that I am currently dealing with, that everybody's dealing with, because it's the nature of our mind and our body. It's the nature of reality to be a hater. And to reject that and to deny that is to reject and to deny the problem. And if you have a weak muscle, does that muscle get stronger by ignoring it? It's like that muscle's only going to get stronger if you give it attention and you figure out what exercises you need to do to make it stronger. Okay, ignoring something, rejecting something, denying something is never going to solve the problem. Okay, and sometimes it's very cowardly. It's very cowardly to do, and I know there's many reasons why people do that, but I've never been a person to reject it just simply because it's, it's so. That Limp Bizkit song, it's ridiculous, but it's called Counterfeit, and it talks about these people that they'll pretend to be good and pretend to be kind and pretend to be of love, and they'll pretend all of these different little things, but you know that they're a counterfeit and they're fake because they don't actually have the fruits of love. Okay, they may be doing loving, right things, okay, but they don't have the joy, peace, contentment, kindness, self-control, peace, or patience. It's just like Jesus was talking to the Pharisees. It'd be like talking to a religious leader, okay, and he said, you guys are clean on the outside, right, but you're dirty and nasty on the inside, okay? You can't lie to love. Love is the Holy Spirit. It's part of it. The Holy Spirit, which is the truth revealer. Those people couldn't lie to Jesus. Most people couldn't pretend to be good and holy and righteous, because Jesus was God, which is love. So he could see that they were lying. They're lying and they're pretending. They're being hypocrites and actors. Okay. The word hypocrite, it's a Greek word, comes from actor, literally an actor. So people are pretending and acting and being counterfeits. But once you are of love and you've decided to choose love and you have the Holy Spirit, which is the truth revealer, inside of you, then you will be able to also spot the counterfeits, the people who are fakes and they're lying, okay? Like a Joel Osteen kind of guy, you know what I mean? If people are not telling you to love above everything else and love each other as you love your most favorite person, as you love your most favorite person, place is love, okay? Love God, love above everything else, and then love each other. If they're not teaching that and explaining that that is what real freedom is, the reason we're supposed to do that isn't some like holier than thou self-righteous thing. It's to do that is the only freedom that there is. We don't create the rules of reality. We didn't make the rules. We simply have been given the gift of free will, so we can choose love or anti-love. But we don't get to dictate what is loving and what is of life, because it's already been decided and chosen. That's already the nature of reality, okay? If there's a plant growing and you put a cup over it, I'm not talking about mushrooms, I'm talking about a regular sunflower that needs light and water. You have a plant growing and you put a cup over it to block the sun out and block the water out. That's not loving. That's not of love, because it's not of life. So the people that are doing that to actual humans and trying to do this, that, and the other with the contamination of our food, air, water, shelter, everything, okay? Love is the Most High. Love is the superpower. And what is done in the dark will come to light, because there's enough people that are of love that are going to bring these things to light, because we're not cowards. Because if you love love and you love God and you love other people, that is the superpower, and it makes you strong, and it makes you be able to function without fear. Okay? Fear comes in, like fear of death, which people take into consideration a lot more than you think that you know. We cannot allow fear to rule you. Okay? And that is what is happening. And people are using fear as a weapon against you. Okay? And maybe people that love you, and maybe people that, you know, you think they mean well, but it's not doing well, okay, because they don't know. Because if they don't have love in them, if they aren't making the choice to love and love God above everything else and to love other people, then they are in a form of bondage and enslavement, and they go against life and love and all of those things, and they're only in their logic or their emotional mind, which by default goes against love. Okay, that's why we have to have our mortal mind, our earthly programmed by what they call the beast system. A beast does not have the capability of love. Okay, so our minds have been programmed by the system. We need to choose life and love, let it come in, clean us up, and push out all of the mortal death related ending stuff, and fill us with eternal everlastingness. Okay, I have some, I think I'll try and post them from my last channel, about fishing. We're supposed to be fisher of men. If you understand what I'm saying, and you love love, and you understand that it's love or anti-love, then you are going to be a fisher of men, which means you go fishing and you try and I think I'll just post that from another one. Okay, the gist of it is, you have to put something on the hook that the fish like, right? So you put a worm on it. You don't put crap on, you know, you put a worm on the hook when you go fishing. Okay? Anyone who's using fear to try and hook people, or fear or guilt or shame or envy, lust, greed, self-righteousness, money, all of these things, that is not how you become a fisher of men. Like if you are of love and you love God and you love Jesus and you love life. Okay? You don't use fear and guilt and manipulation and all of those things. Okay, you simply state the facts. Okay, you're selling love. Okay, it is love. I mean, if you're a salesman and you're like selling something that's crappy and it's a hoax and it's generic, and you have to be a snaky salesman, you know what I mean? You have to be you have to kind of lie and cheat and all these things, okay? But if you have a good product and you're a salesman, the product sells itself, okay? The product that we're selling is love, okay? It's love. It's eternal, everlasting love in life. So don't scare the fish, okay? It's going to sell itself if you just teach the truth that God is love, okay? I understand that rubs some people the wrong way. I'm not saying it as an Eros, a Hallmark holiday, this, that, and the other. It includes, it's the love or the anti-love way, okay? God functions in the loving way, not the anti-love, manipulation, fear, scare, worldly way. So that's the whole gist of it. You need to trade your worldly mind for your eternal, everlasting mind. And that's why it says we need to be renewed. Because we think that these systems are normal. These systems are not normal. How Earth is functioning is not normal. The money and all of this stuff, it's not of love. So all of this is going to go bye-bye. And a system, a kingdom of love is going to take its place. Okay? So if you can't understand why a kingdom of love would be better than the system that we have right now, then keep poking around and keep asking questions and keep on the path of trying to understand what is true and the truth, because that is the roadmap of reality. Jesus is the whole roadmap of reality. So if you ignore that, or you reject it, or you think it's hokey, you should check it out for yourself. Don't take anybody's word, okay? Do not take anybody's word about what they've said, even if they've been in the church, especially if they've been in the church for 70 years, okay? They may have a religious spirit that's not of love. Okay, read it all for yourself. Okay, I'm telling you with my words, from my understanding, that God is love and God is the Most High, and it is the superpower, and it is the roadmap of reality, and it is the good news. The good news is this place is going to be renewed, and it's going to be functioning from love, for love, with love, and all of the anti-love is going to be gone. All of the anti-love is going to be gone. So that's why you should choose love and be of love and want love and function in that way. The other stuff is going down the drain. Okay, it's going down the drain out of love. You want jealousy and greed and envy and all of these things to you like having those things here? It's like those things are ruining lives. Those things are keeping you in bondage and enslaved, okay? So the loving thing to do would be to let everybody have their chance to choose. Oh, do you actually like the jealousy? You want to be the little kid that can do it on their own. I can do it on my own, you know? You want to have that pride, and you want to have that this, and you can decide what's right and what's wrong. It's like, no. What's right and wrong has already been decided, okay? That's what's loving and what's not loving, okay? We don't get to choose that. It's love and life, or it's anti-love and not life, okay? We don't get to choose that. We get to choose which one we want to follow, okay? And so with that, choose love and be of love and function from love and allow the eternal love lens to be created in your life, and get rid of the mortal death worldly system one. And so with that, much love and many thanks, and I love you. Thank you.